What's happening? We're back. It's episode 2 of the FARSIDE podcast. I'm FAR, and today I've got a pretty awesome guest, right?
Oh, thank you.
His name's Jim, and he is the previous owner of TOTO in Newcastle.
Yeah, that's me. So, been invited down to Reese's humble abode.
Yes.
And we're going to do what Reese normally does on these podcasts, but we're also going to make a few little drinks as well, just to make it a bit more...
You've got the cameras, you
is that all right?
With it, man. Yeah, I like the confidence, bro.
That'll work.
Love it.
Yeah.
You fucked up, didn't you? A little bit.
Oh, I always do.
Because the plan is today...
It's my middle name.
We're going to make some cocktails, basically, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're going to get absolutely steaming.
No doubt you will.
And pretend that we're talking about business and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like,
it's just a cover.
Yeah,
but that's okay.
So you forgot the glasses, didn't you?
Forgot the glasses, forgot the ice.
And we just had to make a short trip to the co-op to get some ice.
We're running out of time. Well, not running out of time, we're running behind time. We're running behind schedule.
There's no rush, man. Forgetting.
And we're all hot and sweaty. Well, I know I am after that jaunt.
It's been so hot today. It's the worst thing is it's these lights, isn't it?
Yeah, they are. It is like being in a BBC studio.
I'm really sorry about that.
It works. It's okay.
But shall we drink to it?
It's got to be. We should drink to everything with
Can
this terrible ice that we bought from the co-op. Never buy ice from co-op, folks.
Before we get started, I want to do like a little bit of an introduction about where we met because it's quite interesting.
Yes. Yeah.
So we both are employees of Tesco.
We are indeed the Great Unwashed, aren't we now?
Which must be unusual for you because you come from owning your own bar, basically.
Yeah,
and was it the corona that caused you kind of closing it down, or
it's a few things that came together. That was the catalyst, really, I suppose, because we were toying with the idea. The lease was due to come up for renewal, and we were toying with the idea: is Newcastle the place for us? Not really, not because of the style of the bar.
Yeah.
You know, as we said before, a lot of London influence.
It's crazy I never went.
And yet, I know. A lot of people
did not. Yeah.
I speak to a lot of people
I live in Newcastle.
Yeah.
And yet I've never been. But everyone that said that I told that you were coming in, everyone said, Toto, it's a fucking sick bar, that is.
Ah, nice.
So I was like, already, without even...
Oh, that's good then. Yeah, we had sort of a following that was it was kind of pretty niche for the town we're in, really, you know what I mean? So, but we had a following, usually people who had lived outside the area and come back, or people who wanted to take the friends somewhere nice that we were visiting from all over. Bet365. A lot of Europeans working there, so we did quite well out of there, you know, sort of Greeks and Poles and Dutch folk.
I know a bit of Polish.
Do you?
Yeah. You ready?
Ready
for this one?
Yeah.
Do you know any by any chance?
I don't know any. You're going to insult me. Is that what it is?
No. I've got a few Polish mates.
Normally, you would learn a language. The first thing you learn is
the swear words. Kurwa match or something like that. Yeah, but no, honestly, gdybym miał jedno życzenie, to byłoby rozmawiać dobrze po polsku. That means if I had one wish, I wish I could speak better in Polish.
That's a good thing saying Polish.
Yeah.
What about this?
I've got a Polish mate. Shout out Marcel, who likes drinking vodka. He probably would like to be here tonight, to be honest.
I'm sure he would. He's missing out. I mean, you get these purists, don't you? Yeah. I only drink vodka, or I only drink gin. Have you got gin? You've got to be open-minded.
I had to get used to his habits because he likes to order like double vodkas at the bar. And at the time when I knew him, I was crap up taking them. So I remember taking a double vodka and
trying to keep up.
Oh my god, I'm going to be sick.
Yeah.
Ran to the dance floor and I just threw up on this bird.
On
a bird's leg.
It's one way of introducing yourself, isn't it?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Was she impressed?
We became good friends after that, actually, funnily enough.
It does work then.
Yeah.
It's surprising what works, young man. Yeah.
So, if you want to, get the ball rolling with girls, folks, throw up on the leg.
Throw up, vodka. Well, this is a good start.
Yeah.
A few zombies, you'll be well on your way to throwing up on any beautiful lady.
And it'll be a tasty convulsion, like, you know what I mean, about what we've got here. So shall we get started?
Just as good coming up as going down. So I think we should, before this ice bloody melts. Because look at it. I know I'm going to have the ice a lot, but I'm telling you. It's important, Reese, as we discussed.
So you made me a zombie before, actually.
Yes, I did, didn't I? Put it in a bottle.
You put it in a bottle. Brought it in Tesco.
Oh, Tesco, yeah.
I put it in a little fridge in the back, Walked in with it. And I drank it on the way in because I thought nothing would happen. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, it's just a little drink. It's like having a Budweiser on the way home, you know.
That's what you would think, but it's...
I got to the bottom of my street and I was like, fucking hell, Jim. I had fucking message it. I was like,
oh, you did,
stumbling, mate.
I do. I start feeling straight away.
Because there's a lot of rum in them, isn't there?
But a lot of rum, overproof rum. Nice 63% there.
Okay.
But you don't go stupid with it. It's got to be balanced as well, hasn't it?
Yeah.
We're not students here just throwing shit together and thinking, well, it's strong and that'll do.
Yeah.
It's got a balance, and it does. I think it works really well, this one. This is the Zombie 2, in fact.
This is what we're making now?
Yeah, the original Zombie
Well,
had
let's go, man.
white rum and dark rum. This has coconut rum and Jamaican Appleton rum.
I think my nan likes that.
Yeah, it works, yeah.
Yeah.
We normally use Cocoa Canoe, but sometimes you've got to make do with what you've got when you haven't got a bar anymore. So you're putting a shot of that in for now. Yeah, don't.
So a shot is to the brim.
To the brim, yeah, to the brim. Always to the brim.
And what's this?
Appleton, the Jamaican stuff.
Okay. Oh,
So-
my mate Danny Shaw like that.
Bit more, you fit a bit more in that jigger there, fella.
Bit more?
Yeah, you fit a bit more in there, no doubt. Yeah, that's how we do it. Right to the brim. Yeah.
Yeah?
That'll work. I'll use this jigger here.
I've got a mate, he's like Caribbean.
Yeah?
Fucking loves his rum.
Does he?
Absolutely, man. But he drinks Captain Morgan's, which is like so mainstream.
Yeah, that's a kind of a weird one to drink. It
I mean-
just tastes of like just added sugar and caramel.
Do you know what I like? Kraken.
Yeah, it's better than Captain Morgan's.
I like Kraken.
But if you like spice rum, four square spiced.
Am I putting this in here?
Yeah. In fact, let me give you that, because that also goes. You need one of them, same amount of that.
And what's this? We're making a zombie.
Yeah. Zombie 2.
Zombie 2.
Yeah, Zombie 2. Now, Reachy boy,
Yeah.
in that bag, you could probably reach it better than I can.
Yeah.
In that bag, underneath that lid, that shaker lid, there's some pineapple juice. So we just take that off. That's just a shaker. I'm going to shake those fog cutters.
Okay.
So obviously we need like a double shaker for that.
Yeah.
You can pre-do them like I did for you, but they are better when they're just freshly shaken.
I fucking love pineapple juice.
So do you?
Oh, I've got to put this in.
Yeah. A shot of that.
A shot.
Yeah, same amount again. Yeah.
This is good metrics, really, isn't it?
Good metrics to start, as it gets like a little bit ski whiff. Yeah, to the brim. Yeah, you want more of the other stuff.
Yeah.
I'm warning you. You can tinker with the amounts if you wish, but
Smells good already.
but two things, right? You tinker with the amounts, you could go blind.
Okay.
And secondly, it's going to be slightly off balance, but
Okay.
it's okay. Don't worry. Do it how you want. Do it how you want. You got the rough gist anyway, haven't you? You know what you.
There we go. Look, that would have definitely been to the brim. Okay.
You know Scots too, but you know. So then your lemon, yeah.
So what's one shot of lemon or
Yeah.
a whole shot of lemon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be lime, but we've unprepared again. But don't you worry.
It's okay. It's in the spirit of the podcast, man. It's like
Yeah, exactly.
all these podcasts. I've never had one where it's just gone so smooth from start to
No,
finish.
you're not. You throw that in there. 'Cause,
It's technology though. It's like I'm telling you now, man. It's getting worse as we go forward
supposed to be
in the future.
improving.
Honestly,
It's getting worse.
it's getting more unreliable. There's more problems.
It's all part of the
Where's this going now?
big swizz. You can just pop the lid
Put it-
on that, please, Squire, and then put it wherever you want to out of the way. There's some falernum in there.
What's that?
Golden falernum rum liqueur. It's a really nice one.
Rum liqueur.
Made in Germany. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, rum liqueur. It's got some spice in it. And
So I'm just chucking this in.
So yeah. Apricot brandy here. We'll stick some of this in. Oh, that jigger. Sorry.
So we can start talking about like your origins as we're just pouring this now.
Yeah.
Because I'm quite interested to know, and I don't know what you did before.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
so how did you get into cocktail?
Got
Making.
into, that one's for you again to throw in there. Thank you. So for learning. Well, what it is, I was always interested, as we talked earlier, about food. I always sort of just had an interest. A lot of people do, I suppose. So what I did, I always knew I'd have to work for myself, because it's one of those. I remember
Pull that
teachers
mic a
at
bit
school.
closer.
Sorry, didn't need to be closer. Yeah, sorry,
That's
fella. Yeah. So as I was saying, I always knew at school age I needed to work for myself. Teachers told me as well.
Yeah.
Jamie, you're gonna have to work for yourself. You don't like being told what to do. You know, that kind of.
Ah,
thing.
you're like me.
Yeah, exactly. Yes,
I knew there was something, mate.
there's obviously something kindred there, isn't there? Yeah,
man.
yes.
Honestly.
Like attracts like every time.
Yeah.
That goes in there.
Reese, wear a mask. No, fuck you. No, I won't get too thingy on the
So-
podcast about that. I've got in trouble enough.
Did you?
Yeah.
The old conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
You touched on them. I saw it.
I like them.
Well, they're good fun.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theories, but you know, gotta be careful.
I know, but just go all the way, man. Just fucking, you can blame it on shit like like the aliens. You want meat man?
6 dashes of that in there. That's your absinthe.
Dashes.
Yeah. So
3, 4, 5.
Yeah. Most cocktails only have dashes of absinthe.
And what's that?
So
absinthe.
Absinthe. Yeah. It's because the flavour's overpowering more than it is the strength.
Okay.
But so you'll find usually it's dashes. I did a stream of cocktails that had a lot of absinthe in because I was going to bars and saying, "Can you make me a drink with absinthe, please?" And they'd say, "Oh, we don't do absinthe cocktails; they're dangerous." They'd put a few dashes in or something. It's like, no, I want a real. So,
well, what percentage is it?
Well,
is it
the thing is, it's only that is 68%, so it's not much stronger than this rum.
Okay.
Did we put this rum in?
It's
by
not
the
that
way?
bad. Yeah, we did. I'm pretty sure we did. Or did we?
Hold on.
We can put another one in.
I'd say it's in there.
Yeah. It smells
and then
pretty
all
strong.
you need is this splash of this, just a splash. And so it's the ingredients that are in it. Thujone. You heard of thujone?
No.
It's one of the ingredients in absinthe, and that's what people think gives
Cherry
you
brandy liquor.
kind of.
Can you drink that straight?
Yeah. It's easy going. You can drink that straight.
Just what, like a?
Oh, ice. Now.
So anyway, what you were saying about you in school?
Yeah.
Being
So
told what to do.
Yeah. I've always been like that, and some of us are, some of us aren't. And weirdly, there's a rule: humans like to be told what to do.
Do you think?
I do, yeah. I do. I think
So
there's enough evidence to suggest that they do, yeah.
So we're the odd ones.
Most people, majority of people liked it, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how it works, and it works well enough, doesn't it? If you're happy enough to toe the line. And
society at large, I suppose.
Yeah, you need society to function like that, really, so it works. What we're going to do is a good shake, and a good shake it is.
Will that not escape from that?
Hey?
Oh, ice. Give me some ice, man.
Oh. Dig in.
What
Good
do we do,
handfuls.
just a handful?
Yeah. You'll need more. You want it to go above the line of the time to look at this. Above the line of the liquid. Not below. Yeah. Good shake till it goes really cold. Then it's done.
I mean, I respect authority. Like, I do believe in hierarchical systems.
I mean, in many ways, yeah. I mean, because that's the way it's got to be, isn't it?
But I prefer it when it's like based on genuine respect, rather than just because. And I hate that. Like, I used to protest a lot, and the police used to fucking come out with some shit, and they always used to be because I said so, and it's like, well, that's not a good enough reason, mate. Oh shit.
Yeah. Do you want me? Yeah. You need a big, strong man.
I've only just started lifting, bro.
I can see.
Mate, I don't want to go to my laptop.
Yeah.
Go on.
It's on its way.
Yeah.
Hopefully that'll fit in.
So am I having it in this?
Your glass. Now then.
So this is Zombie 2. Why is it Zombie 2?
Because first time I made a zombie, I looked at what people thought. The original recipe was kept secret. It was made in 1919.
Yeah.
And the guy who made it was like, he was obsessed with secrecy. So all of his, he kind of introduced tiki drinks to the States.
Yeah.
And all of his bar staff were never told any recipes. They were just given bottles with number 1 on, number 2, number 3, number 4, and it'd be like 30ml of number 1, 25ml of number 2, blah, blah. That's all they knew. They didn't know what was in there. So people tried for years to chin, young man. Has it all fit in yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, has it? Mm-hmm. Well, these glasses are out of sync then.
Whoa.
Nice.
It's nice. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But it's strong.
It is strong. But it still works.
Now I know what's in it as well. Like, when I tried that one you brought in for me, I thought, there's got to be some orange juice in there, some passion fruit juice, some pineapple juice maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Mate, that's all fucking alcohol.
It's just all booze in it. You got that little bit of lime.
Mental.
Well, we use lemon though, and a little bit of pineapple, yeah. And yet it works.
What's your opinion on straws?
Well,
do you do straws or not?
We have them in, right? Because people, you will get people who want them. We try to discourage them, just because, right? You think of the heyday of. I mean, cocktails have been around for a couple of 100 years, right? But if you think of, say, I don't know, a lot of people might think of the 50s, quite a swish decade.
Yeah.
Lots of cocktails. We were talking the other day, a lot of literature from that period is there's always cocktails.
This is super interesting, actually. This is something I want to talk about because, like, you were saying you get your inspiration from reading literature of, like, the 50s when they were big drinkers and you'd find them at bars and everything. Do you know what it reminded me of, actually? Have you ever seen Mad Men?
Yeah.
Mad Men got me into drinking whiskey.
Yes,
right?
It did a lot of people, you know.
Yeah, it's crazy, you know, because I never liked whiskey before.
Yeah.
And then I think I picked up on Mad Men because it was like, I saw this thing on YouTube and it was about psychology and about, like, you know, being the man and shit like that, and it just interested me, and I thought, and they took a clip from Mad Men, I thought, I'll start watching that. Ended up being one of the best freaking shows I've ever watched. I've completed I think it was like 8 seasons or something like that.
Yeah.
And their culture was based on drinking fucking whiskey straight, right? And the more I watched it, the more I was like, you know what, that looks really nice.
Like
that
something
does.
You could get into.
And I'd go the rigger, mate, right? And I'd just go...
And just find yourself ordering one off the...
Straight whiskey, please. And I'd down it first, and be like, well, that's nasty. But the more you do it, the more you're like, yo, this is nice. And
it's
now,
a weird one at first, I
fucking love whiskey. Like whiskey straight.
Me too, yeah. I got into whiskey via cocktails. I never used to like it the same. And then, so I had a few whiskey cocktails, and then you pick up on the flavour of it, don't you? And then you get a taste for it. So I drink it neat. And which is what I was on about earlier, because this year, and I've been making this all week, you're going to think I'm a mean son of a bitch here. But what it was, right, I was making this...
You are a mean son of a bitch.
I am a mean son of a bitch.
You are.
It's well known, but... not in a good way as well. You can be a mean son of a bitch in a
nasty
tough talking way.
But you're tough.
I'm just...
You fucking...
I'm tough.
Is that what you mean?
I'm not mean, like, I'm not tight. Okay. But what it is...
Okay.
I discovered I've been making... This drink is normally made with Cutty Sark whiskey.
Yeah.
And I tried it with a different whiskey.
Can I have a whiff?
Yeah, have a smell. That's nice. And I've been making it all week, and I was going to bring one down with that whiskey because I thought it worked really nice. Mm-hmm. But what I'd forgotten was the whiskey I was using was 80 quid a bottle. It's not really for putting in a cocktail.
Yeah.
It's for sipping neat.
Yeah.
And I forgot all this. I'll tell you what, they makes an amazing one of those.
What makes whiskey so expensive?
And I was going to bring it down, and I just thought, well, it's the process, isn't it? Because gin. I mean, if you think of gin, how expensive gin is, right? It is now, and it's one of the quickest spirits you can make. You can put it on Wednesday. You can be on the shelves by the weekend.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's really quick to make, cheap to make, and yet they're still charging 40 quid plus, aren't they? These
What's
days?
that? Is that just a marketing thing?
It's it's a marketing thing. Yeah, whiskey's expensive because it sits in a barrel for 8, 12, 24 years.
Yeah.
It's a big cost. It's huge. It's just sitting around. You're waiting for it to mature. It takes time. Tequila's the same. Those the agaves. Have you ever seen an agave?
No.
They're about this big. They're huge.
Yeah.
And they take 12 years to grow. So it takes a long time. So tequila's expensive. Mezcal's expensive. Gin. Yeah. It should be a tenner a bottle and no more.
I'm the tequila king.
It's a scam. Tequila's great, isn't it?
But the tequila's always a night finisher for me. So if Reese is ordering tequilas, he's going home in a bit. You know what I mean? I was on tequilas up Manchester. I brought 4, I told you about it, didn't I? I was with my bro, Mark Crawford. Shout out, by the way.
And
I ordered...
Nobody else had one, did
No,
they?
I ordered 4 tequilas because there was 4 of us, yeah?
Yeah.
Nobody fucking wanted one. So I just went, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you know what? I was alright, actually. I was
okay?
I was fine, man. Yeah. It's all good.
It's some going straight after the other as well, isn't it? Bang, bang, bang. That's when it normally kind of...
It depends on what you're drinking on a night out there, doesn't it? So it's like, it's the old tale, stick to what you know, and you'll be alright. So if you're on lagers, that stay on it through the night. A few tequilas here and there's alright,
Yeah. By and large, that seems to work.
But I mean, I guess you suffer from... Surely you must suffer a hangover, or you must be the master of getting over them.
And let me tell you.
Okay.
I promise you.
Yeah.
What I think with a lot of drinks, what causes hangovers is the excess sugar in most drinks. And I think what I found...
Wine. Yeah.
Wine
hangovers are really bad. And they're sugary.
Yeah. Red wine is murder. Heavy.
Yeah.
And then cheap cocktails full of sugar because it's all juices and cheap sort of products and stuff. So, and I think that's what gives you the hangover. All this sugar in your body.
Okay.
Whereas if you're drinking pure cocktails made out of nice ingredients, and especially if you're drinking something really pure like martini, it's just like vodka and gin, vodka or gin and vermouth. That's it. Pure booze. I suppose like old fashions, Manhattans, but especially martini. They're just you can come back from them. You drink them all night.
So what you're saying is just don't
drink martinis.
Don't drink cheap sweet shit.
Yeah, don't avoid it because it's not worth. It's crap. I mean, and it will give you that really horrible hangover.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't know how much you're going to drink tonight.
Mate, I'm fucking on it now.
But if we,
you've got me started. I'm one of them. Honestly, that's why I did stop drinking alcohol for a while, and it was only because it's anything with me. I've not got an addictive personality. It's very easy for me to stop doing something if I know it's bad. And I think I was drinking a little bit too much before I started this podcast, and I thought I'll take the time out. I weaned off the alcohol for a good couple of weeks. I was telling you at work, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Started on my cold baths. Started working out a bit, going jogs and stuff. And
it's good to have a health kick.
Now it's sneaking in, and it's like, but I'm one of them guys. If we're drinking on a Monday, we're fucking drinking. Like, we're going for it. Do you know what I mean?
I think that's the thing. If you decide you're committing to it, just do it.
I'm not like I'm not a moderate.
Health, there's no point.
I don't see the point of like having two beers. I don't get it.
No,
what's the point in that?
No, you're right. I'm definitely. This is what I do.
If you do need to get drunk, then get drunk. You know?
Yeah. What's a couple of? Yeah, you got to do it right. That's why you drink. Surely that's why you drink. You don't drink just to relax. Relax. Well, you do.
If you're smoking DMT, you do it till you get to the ether. Sorry, I didn't mean to let that in there.
DMT. You got to. You are Terence McKenna.
No, so that actually started. It's all a joke, but I did do it on a camping trip, and I never shut up about it, and the joke just carried on.
You did DMT?
I did DMT, yeah. I like my psychedelics, and like I like trying things.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm all for your body, your choice. Do what you want, yeah.
I think it was Terence McKenna that said, right, because he compared. So peyote, as you know, is known for its proper powerful stuff.
Oh, peyote's like cactus.
Yeah.
Got cactus right there.
Is it peyote?
Cactuses are the best plants. They're the best plants. Seriously, right? Because I like the idea of having a plant in my house. Right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But the stuff that I've usually bought dies within 2 freaking weeks because I'm just really bad at looking after it.
I am.
I'm putting them in the sunlight when they shouldn't be. That damn thing, mate. That's lasted me 6 years. Yeah. Needs a pint of water every 2 months, like, you know what I mean? And it's just like, I'll water the cactus, and then it just blows up.
And forget.
They're the best plants ever.
Because it still survives. This is true. Maybe we should have a Thujon plant. This is what we're talking about. Because they obviously just grow and grow and grow. Mm. The thing we were talking about earlier in absinthe, Thujon.
That is really lovely, you know.
It's good, isn't it?
And I made that as well. I'm quite proud.
Made that drink? Yeah. You made it, yeah. What's the weird thing, in the bar? The recipes you stick to the recipes. They're usually, because they're mostly original recipes, so majority of the drinks were my drinks. Emily, who worked at the bar, also inputted. She had her style drinks were totally different to mine, but she had her drinks and they were great. And I had mine. But if I made her drinks and she made mine, even though it's the same recipe,
it's different.
They're different, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's like me when I cook a meal, and we can get back onto where you were from. Because we went off on a bit of a tangent then, didn't we?
We digressed, but now we're back on food.
Cooking's the same. Like, I never cook the same thing twice. You know what I mean? I always like try new different ingredients, or like you got to fiddle every now and again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just reading out of a book.
But that is where you started, isn't it? So you started in food.
I did start in food. Yeah. It was just from an interest of food, right? So I thought to myself, right now, I like food. I like the food and drink industry. I like cafe culture. And I've got to work for myself. So where does that put me? Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll open a coffee shop.
How old are you talking now?
So it started. This is 20 years ago.
Yeah. So how old are you? Come on. Come on. Let me in.
About 40.
About 40. Yeah. So just past 40.
No, just nearly 40.
Nearly 40. I was going to say late 30s.
Yeah.
You look your age.
Thanks. It's the zombies. The zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. They take the toll. So I thought, right, I need to do something that I can do. Cafe. I'd never done it before. I never even worked in one. Never made a cup of coffee. So I got the machine. Figured it out myself. You get a little bit of training off the suppliers, but not a great deal. So I figured it all out, and so we started off as a coffee shop, and it worked well. So it was a small place in Newcastle. So I moved it from Merrill Street, which is those little shops in Merrill Street. It was there. And moved it to the high street. There was a shop going for rent there, so it's twice the size, maybe more. So moved into there, and then we expanded the menu, and it got more popular. And then the building behind came up for rent, so took that on as well, and we knocked through.
How long ago was this?
This is by the time we moved there, so 20 years ago when I set up. So it was 2 years when we moved to the big premises.
And was that Toto?
And no, this was Reuben's.
Reuben's.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't say that, did I? Yeah. So, You make enemies in business sometimes.
Yeah.
Reuben's is a weird one. I don't always tell people it was mine.
Right.
Because some people... Oh, Reuben's. I heard about Reuben's.
Yeah.
It was really popular.
Why? What's known about?
No, it was just sort of...
Have a bad rep?
Because we had... No, the place had a good reputation for its quality. But... we got through a lot of staff because you do in a place like that, right? I always remember. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it was like Marco Pierre White's restaurant, but every single week, he'd take on 10 chefs, and it was that intense in his kitchen. By the end of the week, 7 had left.
Fuck, man.
So we had just this ongoing process of just continually recruiting chefs. But the ones that stuck it, I mean, they're all the best chefs working in London now that you'll hear about. Yeah, all the best restaurants. They all come from Marco Pierre White. Yeah, he's like the godfather of it all.
I know, yeah. I worked in the kitchen.
Did you?
Fucking hate it.
You love it or you hate it, yeah.
And I think it comes back to that fucking being told what to do thing.
You get some bully boys in kitchens, that's the problem, you know.
I don't stand for it, man. And there was one, I don't know, I'll mention it, but it's not, I'll bleep it out on the thingy, but it's called in Hanley. Have you ever been there?
Yeah, do you know what? I had one of the worst meals of my life there.
Sound,
and they had one of the worst gin and tonics. Now, I haven't drank gin and tonic for years anyway, but there was nothing else to drink in there, so I thought I'll have a gin and tonic. It was the worst gin and tonic.
How long ago was
this?
It
was awful. I don't know, probably... I lose track of time. 6 years ago, maybe? 5-6 years ago?
I would have been working there at that time, man.
Yeah, were you? Yeah.
So I just left, I think I was working at New Look at the time, the warehouse, because I'd just been doing fucking labour jobs all my life.
Right.
And the mate that I worked with there said, "Oh, I've got a mate who's just opened a bar and he's looking for staff." And I was like, "Right, I'll come along, right?"
Yeah.
And my job was just to like clean the dishes. That's all I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I'd clean the dishes. Everyone leaves me alone. Yeah. Work hard.
Yeah.
Get
Switch off. Just
fuck off home. Yeah. You know what I mean? And he said after I was working there for a week. Bear in mind, he hadn't paid me in about 6 weeks, right? Mm-hmm. He'd said, right, tomorrow, Reese, you're waiting on tables. And I was like, oh, I really don't want to do that.
Yeah.
At the time, I wasn't very confident, and I didn't want to deal with people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't like people at the time. I've changed now. Like, as I've got older, I really like people.
Yeah, I think, especially because, like you said, we do have some similarities.
Yeah.
And I had a phase where I just couldn't be bothered with people.
I just didn't like people.
Yeah. People thought it's because I was aloof and thought I was better. It wasn't that.
Yeah.
They
People
used to
say,
wind me up.
a lot of people say I'm arrogant, man.
Yeah, that's what you get accused of.
Yeah.
Oh, you're arrogant. It's not that. It's not that at all. It's just...
Which is fair enough, people say. That check I was with at Manchester, she said I was arrogant, the other day.
Yeah? Did she?
She said, "Do you know what? You're arrogant, you are." I was like, yeah.
You should have been sick on her and see what she thought of that.
Yeah, mate. Fucking hell, what a good segue that was, man. Nice.
Hey, not bad, eh?
Well done. But yeah, so... anyway, listen to this. So he said, "You're waiting on tables tomorrow." I said, "Okay then, fine." He said, "Put a white shirt on, black trousers, nice shoes, waiting on." Oh, okay. Fucking first table I freaking served, right? He says, "Right, Reese, take these fish cakes to table 1, right?" Now, that is very, very important, yeah?
Yeah.
That's a plural,
That's
right?
plural,
yeah?
yes.
Take these fish cakes to table 1. So there was 2 plates of fish cakes and salad. So, okay. So I went to table 1. I went, "Fish cakes, table 1?" And he went, "Yeah, put them down. Came upstairs, and he was like, he stood there like that, looking at me like that. I was like, oh God, I fucking knew what was going on. Do you know what I mean? And he goes, "Reese, I told you to take 1 fish cake to table 1. And I was like, "No." Yeah. I said, "You told me fish cakes." You said, and because I'm a smart arse, I said, plural, that means 2. And he was like, "Don't get cocky with me." And I went, "Don't fucking talk to me like that." And he goes, "That's it, you're fucking fired." But in between, I think I might have squared up to him or something, like, you know what I mean?
Sounds like your boss was Robbie Williams with that camp accent.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I always thought Robbie Williams was gay for years.
Or you might be giving it away then by saying that, because everyone will fucking know him on about that, you know what I mean? But it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
bleep his name out. Fuck you, Leon. But no, that was horrible. That was a fucking horrible experience. And the way that the kitchen staff, like the head chefs and everything, speak to the other ones, it's like, whoa, really?
Yeah,
can you really work in that kind of environment? Do you know what I mean?
I went to do a stint in a couple of kitchens in London. Galvin's.
Jesus, that must have been worse. That must have been worse.
This is the thing, right? Galvin's Bistro on Baker Street, really well-known restaurant, lovely restaurant, the food's amazing. What's his name? Fred Seru. Fred, who does the first dates thing.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
You know what the thing? I don't watch it because it's not reality TV.
I didn't know he had a
he used to work there.
Background and things.
Yeah. That's where he was working at the time for the Galvin brothers. So he was there at the time, so I did a stint there. Their kitchen, one of the brothers is always in that kitchen, and it's calm. It's weird for a kitchen. It's really, really calm. But everything goes out, and everything goes out perfect. Then I went to Tanika. Tanika, amazing chef, sort of Japanese-American. But he's kind of lived a lot of his life in the UK. His food is, I think, some of the best food you'll ever have.
And this is in London?
Yeah, went there, same, pretty quiet kitchen, pretty together, you know. And then I went to Galvin's. They got one at the Hilton, at the top floor, and Windows it's called. Now that's a totally different thing. There's a stack of chefs in there, and the head chef at the time was a bit of a bully boy, and he sounded like a bouncer man. He'd just stand there, shouting all the time and kind of posturing as if to say, "I'm going to fuck you."
See, that's
and that was the kind of, that's what you get in a lot of kitchens. And it's not needed, because I'd seen from the other two kitchens, and this is London. This is high end cuisine.
Well, you'd think, you know, it's like if you're doing a passion. And food is a passion. If you're working in food, I don't think, unless you're working in a pub or something like that, you know what I mean? It's just a job. Something that you really want to pursue in your life. And why would you create that kind of environment? I understand there's a lot of pressure and stuff, but surely you should be a little bit more encouraging, you know, with your staff. Yeah. And that's why I never understood about kitchens. And I knew from working that I could never work in a kitchen because it would probably rip the love of food out of my life. Do you know what I mean? Because I love food, mate. I love cooking. It's one of my fucking favourite hobbies. Yeah. Honestly, mate, I'm a proper foodie. And I'm a snob as well. I'm a proper food snob. If something's not right, you know what I mean? You'll know about it. Kitchen Nazi, mate. That's me.
Send it back.
Yeah, send it back. No, I'm not one of them.
Oh. But you know what, though? If you pay
maybe passive aggressively. Like, but then you've got to judge it by the standards of what you're going to. So if I'm going to frickin' McDonald's for a Big Mac and the Big Mac's a bit shit, I'm not going to fucking complain about that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's the point? Yeah. Or if you go to like a big chain, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
it's
you know what to expect. You go to Nando's or something like that, you know you're just getting spicy chicken and chips, right?
Yeah, you can't complain. Like that. Not unless it's raw.
But, I mean, I have been to a couple of restaurants in London, and oh my god, the best one is a little one. We should make a fucking another cocktail, shouldn't we?
Yes, that's what I'm... Right. What I'm going to do, throw your spent ice in there, I guess, because we need it out of the way. Because what I thought I'd do, we're going to have another tiki drink, but before we have... Because once you start getting to tiki drinks, that's when you start getting kind of... Like, the zombie's a tiki drink.
Yeah.
The fog cutter, which I've got down there, is tiki.
Okay.
So before we get into that and get a bit too gone, we're going to try this whiskey drink here, right?
Fucking sound.
And this is what sort of TOTO's about. It's... Prohibition Whiskey.
Prohibition. What's that mean?
Cask strength. It's the name. It's Cutty Sark Prohibition. So right. it's the cask strength. So it's at 50%. So it's quite strong. Got a kick. Sort of chocolate.
That doesn't look like whiskey, does it?
No, because what I've thrown in there also is apricot shrub.
Yeah.
Which is apricots, vinegar, and sugar. Right. Yeah. And there's also some chocolate wine in there.
Chocolate wine?
Yeah. I make that myself. I don't drink wine, but chocolate wine works in a cocktail. Lovely.
I'm a big wine drinker, man.
That's been made as well.
I fucking love wine.
Oh, well, there you go. So
my mum used to make it.
Now, the only thing... Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll like this thing, because this is homemade as well. So you'll like this.
Do you know what I want to bring in, actually?
Oh, go on.
But I did message my Romanian mate.
Oh, can I have that glass tip? This.
And he hasn't got any.
This? Yeah, just tip that out. I'm going to shake, so...
Tweaker. You ever heard of Tweaker?
Yes.
It's basically like...
Do you know what? You told me about it, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah? And I said, I've heard about it, blah, blah, blah. We're talking about a totally different product. What I thought you were talking about is it's an Italian liqueur called, I presume it's pronounced Tuaca.
Ah, okay.
Tuaca. You talk because I looked it up after you'd said.
Yeah.
Totally different product.
It's Tuica. It's a Romanian moonshine, basically.
Yeah.
But I think it's made from like plums.
This ice is awful, man.
It's made from plums.
Nice.
I can get
nice. You get
And mate,
do you know what?
Oh my fucking god, it's so nice. And it sounds silly, right? But I found the best thing to have it with was lilt.
Oh yeah.
Like pineapple, fizzy pineapple with Tweaker.
Tweaker.
Fucking daggone, mate.
Not Twacker. So,
but it gets you twackered for sure. Like, you know what I mean?
Does it? Yeah.
Proper man. What are we making now then?
This is that whiskey drink with this awful ice. So what I need to do is, have you got your glass ready? Because as soon as this is done, I'm going to have to...
Yeah, we've got a new glass here.
I didn't bring a strainer either.
Fuck it. What kind of...
I need a Hawthorne strainer to stop all the ice going into the drink. Where's that little glass you had before?
This one.
Yeah, we'll just use that, yeah. So, getting wet here. It's a quick shake because it's wet ice and it's going to get really watery. We don't want that.
Yeah.
I haven't got a strainer, so I've messed this up.
I've got a sieve.
Just a minute.
Do you want just a sieve?
It's the FARSIDE sort of cocktail show, so why not? We're not going to do it necessarily completely.
I've got one.
Now, the thing is with this, because it's got some vinegar in from the shrub, and I've got no sugar syrup. That's why I asked if you had some caster sugar. Yeah.
Just to sweeten
it doesn't really need it, but sometimes once you've made it, you feel like it does need adjusting, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
smells good.
It will get the back of your throat a little bit because of vinegar, but you just sip it. Sip it, take your time with it.
I drink vinegar anyway, every day.
Oh, do you?
I have
cider vinegar?
Apple cider vinegar,
Ah.
a shot. Organic with bits and shit.
Oh, well, you're going to like this. Now, that's a drink, isn't it?
Damn right.
Hey.
Yes.
Thank you, Reese boy.
Yeah, man.
That's a drink.
That is nice.
Yeah. This is one. I haven't made it for quite some time. It was on the menu about 3 years ago, but it's...
So what's in that?
It's apricot shrub, chocolate wine, and cask-strength whiskey.
Mate, that's nice. That's seriously nice. Off camera, that's nice. Like, you know what
Isn't
I mean?
that good?
That is really good.
You just sip it because, like I say, it does get the back of your throat, but... Ooh, it works a treat.
And it slips down as well.
It does, doesn't it?
Cheers, Mum.
Chin chin.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I just thought I'd bring you a TOTO signature along because Fog Cutter's next. And I only kind of prepared two because I knew we were going to make the zombie on camera.
Yeah.
So I only did 3 drinks, so I thought, we'll keep it under wraps, 3 drinks, it's Monday night. But I know what's going to happen now.
Yeah.
We'll have that Fog Cutter, and by the time we drink that, it's like, we'll have to have another zombie now.
It's nice, man. Do you know what, mate? Right, I want to ask you something. It's like, but I suppose it's the same with food, right? But it's wishy-washy in my mind. But is there some way of, like, putting a patent on recipe?
Do you know what? I've been asked that. There kind of is, but not generally, no. Because I've read a lot of articles about this, by sort of people in the industry sort of complaining is not the right word, justified in complaining that they can't patent their own drinks. The only way you can is if it quickly becomes well known overnight, as some drinks do, and then there's sort of, this guy made that drink. Sometimes that's contested. You know what it's like, there's a lot of myths around cocktails and how they were born, and they make great stories, right? Yeah. But sometimes it's kind of, well, who really did make it? But patenting it is pretty tricky. But if you get published, or like I say, your drink becomes really well known overnight, or you win a competition with it, everybody knows it's yours, and then you don't need patent it. That's your drink. You can't make money out of it though. You can't. Somebody makes it in a bar in Sydney, Australia.
But if you had basically like the ingredients for that zombie, like somebody watched this podcast, and then they've got a bar and they've made exactly the same drink, but they call it something else. They call it Zombie 3. Yeah, right.
I've got a Zombie 3, but yeah.
I mean, how far? What's the? It's just nothing you can do.
Nothing. Nothing. No. Sort of. You'll know about intellectual property. There's none of that in this business. None of it at all. And as I say, that's why it gets kind of talked about a lot. It does, and it's a shame, really. But
would you prefer it that way? That you could patent it?
I think. See, it sounds weird, right? Because
because it says nature, isn't it? So it's like, how can you patent something that's just
a
number of things in one fucking glass that you consume?
It's a number of things in it. But when you start making your homemade ingredients, as we often do at TOTO, then it becomes more of your own thing for sure, because it can't be replicated. Certainly not exactly the same. Would I like to see it patentable?
I mean, is it a problem actually?
It's not a problem. It's just, right, if this is going to sound really ridiculous,
no, go for it.
But if a bar in Edinburgh or London rips off a drink of ours, it wouldn't bother me. But what would bother me is somebody in the same town across the road who had no talent was ripping off our drinks, and that would wind me up.
Yeah.
But what we did, because sometimes we would guess drinks from, like, saying before, you got the world's best bars list. It comes out every year. There's the one for restaurants, which you might be aware of because it's well known. World's 50 best restaurants. It gets released every year. Britain don't do that well with it, apart from Heston Blumenthal's usually on there. But the rest of Britain, we fail badly, kind of. The rest of the world.
Why shouldn't that is so?
We still haven't got that. I remember, like, about 15 years ago, there was this talk that Britain was having a food revolution, because for years we were ridiculed as being the one country in the world that had shit cuisine. Yeah. Right.
I mean, I think we have, to be honest.
Generally we have. And then like about 15 years ago, it's all changing. The food revolution is happening, but it only really happened in London. And you went outside of London, and it was the same shit being served everywhere. Yeah. Most of it's bought in for 3663 Break Brothers. So we don't do very good on the food, on the restaurant one, but they also run a bar one alongside it, World's 50 Best Bars.
But we do good
we do very well, yeah. Mainly London again. It's pretty much London based, a couple in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
But London have a big slice of the pie. New York, London, Paris, Singapore increasingly, but London has the lion's share.
Yeah.
And so sometimes we would ask them for a recipe of a drink, and we'd guessed it, but we'd put on it. You put on a nod. This drink comes. It's not one of ours. It comes from.
Can you do that from like just tasting something? Like if I made you a cocktail and you were blindfolded, and I put a certain amount of things in, would you be able to taste that and go, okay, you put a shot of that in, you put the fucking.
It's odd. Sometimes
like like a wine snob, like just a slight threat of vanilla. You know what I mean?
Threat of vanilla. Yeah, they're making it up on the Are
they actually making that up, or is there actually? Do you have a palate?
I think a lot of them are making it up.
Yeah,
right?
they're just bullshit.
Can taste the pavements in summer. You know what?
Yeah, what you know about?
Yeah,
it's a nice wine, or it's a not a good wine.
I think it's kind of. Well, they've done those like some cheeky little reporters now and again have done that thing, haven't they, where they've set somebody up. Rick Stein, right? Rick Stein, he blind tasted things, and he turned out to be like Asdazone or something, and he chose it. And
is he a fraud?
Well, he was pissed off that he chose the wrong one.
God. Better that is. No, because I don't. But I mean, I get the. I'll allow red wine.
Yeah,
I fucking love red wine, mate.
Yeah, do you? Yeah.
I know about the swirling it, oxidizes it.
Yeah.
The viscosity, it depends on how fastly it falls from the
the legs and all that business.
And the thick wine, I do like a nice full-bodied wine.
Yeah, do you? Yeah.
And I also like sweetness as well. So port's like, oh, mate. Fucking love port.
Port's great, yeah.
But I mean, when I'm trying wine, I'm with them people, and I love London, mate, as well. Like, I want to get back to this place where I went, actually. It's called Yazzie, right? Or Yahtzee. And it's a Greek restaurant in London.
Yeah.
And I think it's like in Shepherd's Bush. And I went there, and it's only small, but it's the damn best place I've ever been to have food from anywhere.
Yeah.
It's fucking so expensive.
Is
like
it?
The bill, you're taking your girlfriend out on a date down there. You're talking.
You have to ask her for the money.
No, come on, man.
Can I borrow a bit of money, please?
You just have to go into your you have to go into your overdraft.
Yes,
like,
you do.
Know what I mean?
Yeah, one of those.
But I think it was like the bill came to like 200-300 quid or something in between, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like, but that includes a nice bottle of wine or whatever.
Yeah, it does. But it's still a lot of money in it.
But I hate it when you go into a place and you don't know how to fucking pronounce the wine, yeah. But you're just like, that sounds nice, yeah. But I'll have this one. You just point to the number, yeah.
I'll have that one, yeah.
But
I'll have number 9.
I'm not down with that wine snobbery shit. It's either a really nice wine,
or it isn't, yeah.
And sometimes you get a cheap wine.
Yeah, you do.
I remember Sainsbury's did like an organic red wine, and that was really delicious.
You know what? Sainsbury's booze, right? Their taste of difference. They do sherries and obviously wines, and their taste of difference range. They do some really nice products. I've bought them many times. Yeah. It's surprising, but obviously, like a respectable distillery or vineyard is producing the stuff for them when it's their high end range.
Yeah.
So it's coming from a good stable. It's just got a different label on us all, isn't it?
Sainsbury's aren't doing the whole mask thing, apparently.
No, they're not.
I've heard that they're not really enforcing it.
Yes, yeah, they announced it before it came in force. They said, we're not going to be doing it.
So I should be shopping at Sainsbury's, really.
You should, because you get some taste of different sherry from there, and it's beautiful.
Yeah. I want to talk about that, actually, now. Like, I want to get this off my chest, because I've been causing some shit at work, haven't I?
Yes, you have.
Because as we're talking about fucking
rebelling again,
patents and fucking business and shit, we both of us work at Tesco, right? And there are certain rules to abide by at Tesco. And one came in, and I talked about this on my last podcast. But when I was talking about it at first, it was more like it's coming into fruition now.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do, because I didn't know. And I was like, I don't know if I should challenge it. Because if I get the sack, I'll just fucking wear the mask. You know what I mean? Like, I'll just fucking do it, yeah. I'm not down with this, it deprives you oxygen. It's like, no, it doesn't. It's fine. It's not too much of a nuisance. It's an easy thing to do, yeah.
Yeah.
But with me, it's more principle of, I stacked these shelves 4 months without
get on
one,
with it.
and now you're saying, put a mask on. To me, it's like being in a fucking blizzard after the blizzard's finished, someone's give you a coat. It's like, it's just weird. Do you know what I mean, though? Do you know what I mean?
That's a good analogy. I like that.
And the deaths have gone down and everything. It's just, it seems to me like it's a bit of a weird
Well,
time.
the other thing is with masks as well, what they've always said, because the science has been debated by scientists. I mean, it doesn't really matter what Boris Johnson says because he doesn't know. But when scientists talk about...
You're not a fan of Boris Johnson?
No.
I'm not a fucking fan of Boris Johnson,
good man.
Yeah, no. Mate, fucking hell, it's just a mess, isn't it?
Oh, he can charm the birds, but he's just full of shit. I mean, what I don't understand is, he's renowned for being a massive, massive liar.
Buffoon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, so why do you still believe the guy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He just changes up, blah, blah, blah. But so whatever he says, I discount that. But the science has been debated by actual scientists for some time. But what they seem to kind of have agreed upon now, after some time, is that with the mask, if you wear the mask, you're protecting people from you.
Yeah.
But you're not protected from them by wearing a mask, are you? So that's the thing, exactly. So if you put a mask on, you actually aren't protected. Mm-hmm. You're just supposedly considering other people.
Technically, collecting it as well. Like a lot of people.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
they're using the same ones
because it's
I can't get over at work the fact that like I walk around the shop floor, and then when somebody asks me something, they take it off, and it's like if you're gonna do it, then you do it properly.
Yeah.
I'm not a full-on anti-masker. The science is pretty clear.
Yeah.
The virus is carried through moisture.
Yeah.
You can stop your moisture, then you're just sending it to yourself. So that's good. Like you said, you're protecting other people. But when you're fiddling with it all day, you're not changing it. Yeah. And every time you need to speak clearly, you take it down.
You're taking it down.
I'm just and then
what
the fuck is the point? You know what I mean?
Out there, isn't it? Yeah.
And me, I don't think it's as bad as they fucking try and make out like it is.
Well, I've heard some very, very kind of odd theories about this. But one thing I do know, I've read a lot about sort of virology. Mm-hmm. This guy...
Mate, I did. First thing I did, man. That's what people don't acknowledge sometimes. Like, whether you're on one side or the other, I think people put you down as a thickie straight away. Like, they're so quick to judge and go, oh, you're not fucking this. You just... It's like, no, actually, I have actually done some research.
Yeah.
I bought a tiny little book on viruses and shit.
Oh, did you?
And the coronavirus was in there.
Yeah.
I was like, fucking looking into this.
Yeah, because it's been around for some time. Obviously, this is a different strain.
It's been around for ages, man.
But... there is one thing that's for sure, right? And somebody put it like this, right? Imagine you drive for a living, and you're a smoker.
Yeah.
And you're driving along happily, you're smoking, you throw your cigarettes out, you've thrown thousands out over the years.
Yeah.
Usually, they just kind of go out. And that's the end of the story. Occasionally, it'll singe a bit of grass and then it goes out again. But once in a while, very, very, very rarely, it turns into a blaze. You've got a wildfire on your hands. Mm-hmm. And this is quite a good analogy. I thought it was a good analogy. I don't know where you stand on it, right? But the idea was these zoonotic viruses jump all the time from humans to animals all the time. They're going on every day. So on any given day, the 700,000 zoonotic pathogens that are jumping around. So that's a lot of numbers.
We're carrying it all the time. We're carrying shit.
Yeah, so you just need the right circumstances whereby it flares up.
Yeah.
And it does happen. Usually, they peter out because they usually happen in remote villages. Sort of places in China, and they live in little villages near bat caves and whatever, but they don't leave the village. They don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So a virus springs up and it jumps from bats to humans or from pigs to humans or whatever, and it just peters out. It doesn't spark into a wildfire. So there's lots of theories and conspiracy theories, should I say?
I'm the master.
But when you're the master of, I know. But like you say, they're a good yarn.
No,
right?
to be fair, no, I'm not. I entertain them.
Yeah,
and I'm open-minded. So I can go to a pub and some crazy motherfucker is spouting some bullshit. Yeah, I'll be first to go on, tell me that again. Yeah, let me get what you're saying. You know what I mean? I'm completely open-minded. Sometimes it's dead extreme. Like,
is it?
My nan is extreme as fuck, mate. Like, go for a cup of tea with me nan.
Heard about this nan of yours.
Seriously, seriously, man.
She got to your DMT stash, surely. I think she did.
I think she did, actually. She's in denial, isn't she? My nan does DMT.
Yeah, she does.
That sounds like a title for the fucking podcast. She's like, she thinks the royal family are all dead now.
Oh.
And that they've actually been cloned, Wow. That's how far it goes.
That is
and this
far.
Coronavirus is actually a part of a grand scheme to get everyone locked down because there's all these celebrity celebrities in this paedophile ring.
Oh yeah. You know what? I never heard this until I watched your podcast last time.
Oh, did you actually watch it? Yeah,
I watched it. Yeah,
sick, man.
And it was on there, and that's when I thought I'd never heard about that theory before, because I've heard a lot of people saying masks are what they are. It's the government controlling you. But like, putting a mask on is not really government controlling you. It's just a mask. I know you don't want to wear one, and I get that, and and I understand it for sure. But what a lame way to kind of control the population by getting to wear a mask. No, there are better ways of controlling the population.
See, I can counter this, right? Because the argument is, it's almost like a test for what's to come next.
I thought you were going to say that. So see how far you can take things.
Do you know what I mean? And it does. But I'm paranoid. But I'm quite a paranoid guy, right? So like, and again, when somebody tells me to do something, I'm more likely to fucking question it straight away. And like for me, it's like what's coming next if you're making me wear a mask, and it kind of looks like a symbol of submission, because most people that are wearing them don't believe in them. You ask most staff around Tesco, they'll say these masks are stupid. I don't even fucking want to wear this.
Yeah, they're another.
And I'm always like, why don't you take it off if you don't believe it? Yeah, it's like I don't believe it. I don't believe it's going to control the virus. I actually don't believe it's going to stop the virus.
No, it won't stop the virus. I think the way you've got to look at it is anything that can like minimise. It won't stop it. There's no way. But it's all about reducing risk. So if the risk is quite high and you can reduce it even by little increments, then it all sort of helps.
How many times have we been carrying around things because somebody said, and it was a good point, and I've argued with my sister about this. She's paramedic, so kind of fell out with the family, like, you know, there's a bit of a family row going on at the minute.
Well, families are great for arguing with,
mate, honestly, because she's in that profession, and we're not, you know, so technically she's got moral high ground, she's got a little bit more, she's a bit more educated than the rest of us, and I still listen, and she's saying, you know, wearing a mask, it protects old people, vulnerable people around you, I totally get that, but how many times before this coronavirus and after the coronavirus, you could be carrying something that you don't know you've got that could be the culprit of somebody dying. So it could be the culprit of somebody's fate that you don't know. And is it worth sacrificing just a simple liberty of not wanting to wear a mask for potentially killing someone? But it's based on vague guesswork. It's like, oh, it could happen, but it's like, but can you prove it? Can you prove that it's come from me?
Well, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Back to that thing about what's to come. Now, the thing is with Boris Johnson, I'm not a fan. And I don't like him. He's full of shit. But what he is, he's not a libertarian in the sense you are, but he's considered in the political spectrum, in the grand scheme of the way politics works, as a libertarian.
He fucking is not.
No, not in your sense. But in the fact that he is somebody who doesn't believe in sort of dictating too much to people.
But he has.
Right. Well, he has. But against his own, what he wants to do. That's probably why they were so slow to lock down compared to the rest of Europe, because he's more into like the people's freedom. I mean, somebody who's a big Tory boy like that is always going to be about his friends with the money, isn't it? That's, you know, that sounds cynical. That sounds dead working class, but it's true. That's what it's always
stated
about.
He's like, I'm a friend of the bankers, and it's like, well, I'm not,
and that's where it's at, and that's what it's ultimately at. But he has still got, as part of his personality, a big part of his personality is, as long as it fits in with sort of, you know, his lifestyle and his friends' lifestyles being kept as they are. Yeah, he is quite anti sort of dictating to people what to do.
Well, he said he wasn't going to bring draconian laws in, didn't he? But like,
hey
ho, look what happened, and he fucking did it anyway. So he's a hypocrite either way.
Oh, he's always
the way I see it as well, it's like, who's this fucking, what's this mass lockdown? Who has it benefited? And it's widened that gap between like the haves and the have-nots. And that's how I see it, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I do think there's a kind of an agenda to fucking desecrate the middle class at the minute. Because that's who's been hit most, you know, people with their own businesses.
Yeah,
gyms, bars, fuck me, you know what I mean? And it's like, where are people going? They're going to the big corps, Tesco, you know? And who's benefiting? Amazon, eBay.
But also, so like supermarkets and Amazon especially,
they've just gone.
But you know, when we talk about like a lot of conspiracy theories, when you hear a lot of conspiracy theories, at the heart of a lot of them is the oil industry, isn't it? The oil industry, right?
I mean, I'm not against oil. I'm not against oil personally.
But the oil industry has been massively hit by the virus. The revenues they've taken such a beating.
Oh, have they actually a beating? Oh, because people are staying in.
Yeah. The Oil's worth nothing.
Yeah.
BP, they've lost sort of, I don't know, 30, I can't remember now, 30 odd % of the normal revenue. Plummeted. It's massive losses. Yeah, so, and they're usually at the heart of most of these conspiracy theories. So what's happened is a lot of huge business has lost big time. Big time, yeah. Obviously, Amazon's a different thing altogether, but they just transcend.
Do you know what? Didn't cross my mind, that oil industry. Yeah. And
they're always there. My uncle works in the oil industry. He works all around the world.
Yeah,
and he's got a great lifestyle. And
shall I pour another drink?
Yes, do you know what? We need ice because this bloody stuff's melted already.
More ice.
Which? Sorry about this.
I'm running out of battery, those.
Oh shit, are you?
We'll finish this in 20 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll finish up and then.
And carry on.
Carry on
camera,
anyway.
like in it. You know?
Yeah. Do you know what'll happen? All the best stuff will come out when the cameras have run out.
Bollocks.
That's how it always goes, my friend.
I can leave the audio on, and that could be what you call it.
Yeah.
There's a specific thing that you can buy into nowadays, and it's like fans only. That's what it's called. Yeah.
Fans
only.
only.
You want to buy the content after. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fans only, mate. You have to pay for it. You have to put a donation.
Fans only.
I'm gonna have to start doing that. Do you know what? Actually, it smells nice. Everything smells nice, doesn't it, as well?
Yeah, smell that. That is it. That's a great smell. And then we throw a bit of sherry on top as well when it's been made. These ice bags, there's nothing in them, is there? We should have got more.
A lot of it is like based on fragrancy, isn't it? And sort of like...
Yeah, do you know what? We talked about like sort of influence from cocktails and where the ideas come from, and like books, literature, definitely. Music. A lot of I've had loads of cocktails ideas from music.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? And
no, that's
and
actually
perfumes as well. Perfumes, yeah.
No, that's true. That's like. You ever heard of synesthesia?
Synesthesia. That sounds familiar. Like it's something I've read. Obviously, it's a bit like osmosis. Is it? You absorb and no.
It's more of a psychological thing.
Is it?
It's about when we relate different senses to another sense that doesn't make any sense.
I've come across
so, for example, if you see a colour, it's got a certain taste. Or
yes.
Yeah, no, that because I've got that, you know.
Have you?
When I honestly, mate, right? So I'm very visual,
right?
And when I make music, even though it sounds daft, I see music in a picture. So it's like,
do you?
If I hear a certain beat, I'll attach it to like a material, like metal or wood, or do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something like that. And I imagine I think
it's a similar kind of thing, but presumably it's kind of, what's the word I'm after? For yourself, I guess it's more kind of there. It's sort of visceral. For me, it's probably more vague.
Yeah,
but it's the same kind of thing. You probably get it more intensely, but that's
the
that's the peyote and the DMT, I guess. But you get it more intensely. But
it does change your life.
But I know what you mean. Yeah, it will do.
You ever tell me what happened actually?
Should I just run this down? Sorry,
you're
going to tell me a good story, but it will melt.
Just thinking.
I know I'm asking a big ask.
No,
I can run it down. I can run it down, man.
I'll do it. It's fine.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll have a little chat
to
the camera while you're gone.
Give me so many beeps in this podcast. It's going to be fucking hard.
With this drink, this happens a lot. Have a sip first, as how it is, actually.
That?
Yeah, it's a fog cutter. It's supposed to be lemony, very lemony. Normally, I would add a bit of sugar syrup to that because I think it needs rounding off. Yeah. But I've got no sugar syrup, of course. Right. So this is going to change the flavour of the drink, but I think I'm going to add a bit of this for Lurnham. Because it just needs rounding off, doesn't it? And that's why you always need sugar syrup.
It is lemony.
It's like having salt and pepper available if you're a chef. You need that sugar syrup there, I know you're adding sweet things to drinks, which I said avoid, but you got to round the drink off, haven't you?
But the cocktails are the best way of getting pissed.
They're the best. They're good. It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
And like I say, if you're drinking decent quality cocktails, you shouldn't really get that hungover tomorrow. So that Fulham's helped actually.
So what's this?
So it's a tiki drink by that guy. Oh no, a different guy actually. So I think he's from the 50s. And it's lemon, rum, brandy, almond, orgeat. We make that ourselves.
Taste, yeah.
Sherry. And that's kind of mostly it. I've just had a bit for learning because we needed a bit of sweetness in it. So but it's very zesty drink. It is a zesty,
it's
citrusy
fucking
drink.
super lemony.
Yeah, which is the idea. I just thought it'd be a change.
If I was to rate the drinks that we've had so far, that would be number 3, although it's still good.
Yeah.
Number 2 would be the zombie.
Number
1.
Hey,
I'm telling you, that was
thank you.
nice.
I like that. I like that. I thought I'd bring that along because
that was seriously nice.
It's a proper Toto drink, that. So it's nice to
right. Okay.
Nice to know that is
good done.
Yeah.
So were these all trademark Toto drinks that we're drinking tonight, basically?
Well, the whiskey one's trademark Toto drink.
Yeah.
These two here, well, this and the zombie, they've been around for a long, long time.
Yeah.
But most bars have their own version, and that's our version. I don't know. Well, actually, I do know because I've had zombies. I don't order them often because usually the most expensive drink. Happiness Forgets in London do a great zombie. And the Nightjar, some people in the industry turn their nose up at it because it's kind of, I don't know why, it's because it's not hoity-toity, it's kind of, it's quite populist, right? But it's a great bar.
Yeah.
And they do a barrel-aged zombie, so they make it and throw it in a barrel so it mellows, and that's a great zombie as well. They're good zombies. But I've had them in Manchester, and all I can taste is pineapple juice. There's just a stack of pineapple juice in there and a little bit of rum somewhere in there. And it's a marketing gimmick, because what they say is, we'll only sell you 2, because this is strong, man. Yeah, it's expensive, but it's strong.
Yeah.
You can only have 2, and it makes you think you can only have 2, makes you
sort
believe
of like
it.
a placebo effect.
Yeah, but it's bullshit. They're full of pineapple juice mostly, and I've had them and they're crap.
You frauds.
So we all have our own versions, and they are Toto versions. But the whiskey drink, which is called Blood and Storm, is.
That's gone off.
Has that gone?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Not personal.
Sherry's got Sherry can get you drunk quicker than most things because it has the same the ABV.
Hold on.
Go on. I won't say it on camera because it's boring.
What's not boring is when you cut a fucking shot and then you have to film it again just to continue. The continuation.
And you got to cut that and edit, and you're the master of these things. Yeah.
We're both on camera.
Are we?
And we'll just carry it on anyway. Anyway, do you like memes?
Well, do you know what? I am Mr. Sort of fucking Cocktail, aren't I?
Yeah.
My house is a replica of 1920s. I have a wireless. I don't have a meme thing, but
It's good that you call them memes though, right? Because people usually...
I just call them memes.
Yeah, good
memes.
job you fucking call them memes,
I
mate,
learned.
right? People over 35, call them memes, right? It pisses people off.
Memes, because that's the way it's written.
Really pisses
But
people off.
But I have brushed up on this, and they call them
Right,
memes.
but you know the rule of today's fucking show,
Yes,
right?
I do. Hold on.
So, we're going to go through some memes, right? You go on the first one,
Hold on, where are you?
and we have to rate these, but you have to rate them
Hold on.
out of 10.
Did you send them by WhatsApp?
There we go. First meme. Jim, you've got to fucking rate this meme. Forgettios. So we've obviously got some drugs and a fucking tin of spaghetti, right? So
Okay.
it's deep, it's dark,
It's deep.
but it's funny. Forgettios.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So Forgetio, considering we talked about this quite a lot today,
Yeah.
so that could be 8.3.
That's a good meme score, that is.
Is that good?
You've been a bit too generous straight
Am I?
off. Yeah.
I don't know these.
That was supposed to be a
I
soft
don't know how
one.
this works then,
Okay,
clearly.
but 8.3 we'll go with, yeah?
Okay.
Next meme. Proof that
Well,
covering
now
your
I'm
face
learning fast about this. That's
won't save your
2.3.
life. Oh, fucking hell, from one extreme to the other. Right.
I'm learning, but it's
But
South Park.
Do you know who that is?
South Park.
Kenny,
Kenny, who dies.
who does all the time.
I only know that from hip.
So that's technically a funny joke. But you've obviously given it a 2.3.
Yeah.
So fuck you, next meme.
I'm still learning them.
Okay. This is more my on my level, yeah. No masque. The immune system in me recognizing the immune system in you. Obviously related to the coronavirus.
Okay, yeah.
Obviously related to people that have been anti-maskers, you know.
Okay, 7.9.
Yeah. I like this. And every time I see a customer, the very rare customer in Tesco, yeah, I feel like saying to them, no masque. You know what I mean? Like,
Try it, man.
we realise, you know. And do you know what? There is a little thing going on between anti-maskers. When we see each other, we're like...
You got a thing going on.
Like
people who write VW vans, do that, don't they?
we know something,
The fuck is
you know.
this? What's that? Do you do that? Do you do a little symbol?
You're in the fucking crew.
You're in the queue.
You're in the cult that I was in 4 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah, with
So what we're saying, 7.9 for that, yeah.
No, what was his name?
Wayne.
Terry? Wayne. Yeah.
Good name. Right, 7.9, next meme.
Nothing beats eating the reward snacks after doing the dishes. I don't get that.
You never done it? Have you got a dishwasher? Is that why?
And they don't
That's
work.
why.
Everything's dirty when you come out of them.
You middle class bastard. You've never actually fucking done the dishes and fucking
Yeah, no, I do dishes sometimes.
found the little treats in the sink.
Do you know what?
You know what I mean?
do dishes when I know that dishwasher won't work. Well, I don't get that either. I don't get it.
What do you mean? You know when you fucking do the dishes? Oh, do you proper scrape the plates like before you do them?
I do.
Ah, that's why then.
I do, because they won't come clean.
That's why you don't get this meme.
I
So
don't
go on,
get it.
give me a rating.
5.1.
Okay, good score. Next
that
meme.
okay?
Yeah. Men's brain, women's brain. How to understand each other. Yeah.
10.5.
Misogyny.
Is that possible?
101.
Misogyny wins every time.
It always does in memes.
Okay, me throwing the box.
The food came in to the trash.
Me going for the trash because I forgot how long the box said to. Do you know what?
You're obviously a food snob because you never had a microwavable meal. Or a pizza that you have to put in the oven for 20 minutes.
It's not that. What I find with this meme is, do you know these people who aren't funny, like I'm not funny, and I think I can write comedy,
Okay.
but I don't write memes
Right.
thinking I'm funny.
Yeah.
At least I will have some kind of decorum.
Okay.
Whoever wrote this has no decorum whatsoever.
Really? I think they do. They get it. They get it. Yeah. Mate, I've done that so many times. I've fucking put pizza in the oven and gone, oh shit, I fucking chucked that thing in the bin. How long do I have to fucking cook this for?
Okay.
So I get that. Because that's how I chuck the pizza in there.
I see it now.
And then I cook the pizza and then I go, oh fuck, I need fucking
But it's too late now, it's burnt.
Yeah.
I mean, the factor's gone.
But we all know that cooking a pizza at 180 degrees for 20 minutes is probably the right amount of time. So, what are you getting at an intellectual level here? Are you saying like, are you an idiot?
Am I an idiot if I don't get it?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? No,
Okay, I don't get it.
or are you too far? Are you above the herd because you know that if you cook a pizza for about 20 minutes, an oven cooked pizza, 20 minutes, 180 degrees.
Well, I make fresh made pizzas. I don't know even.
Oh, fuck you.
Can you buy oven pizzas?
Snobby bastard.
Is that a thing?
Right, go on. Give me your worst rating then.
Do oven pizzas exist? Before we continue.
Yeah.
From
Are you
supermarkets.
seriously? You never had a fucking banging oven pizza?
No. I'll
Fuck
give that
you.
1.2.
Snobby bastard. Next meme. Next meme. Japan reopens theme parks but bans screaming on any roller coasters due to coronavirus. People.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good. I like that. The Japanese, they like that kind of.
Do you know what? That's been me at work whenever they ask me why I'm not wearing a mask. Right? I'm like, where do I start?
Although
Like,
that
you know
shoe looks like a blonde Gaz, but we probably have to leave that out.
I mean, yeah, but
8.9, I like that.
that's me when people ask me why I'm not wearing a mask. I'm like,
I bet they do.
like that.
Yeah.
Where do I start?
That's 8.9.
8. That's a fucking strong scoring meme, that is. Okay, next meme. Next meme.
Me getting.
Carried out of shops after giving fake details, walking against the arrows, refusing to wear a mask, and attempting to pay in cash.
Well, that's just you, isn't it?
Yeah, that's me.
Thing, yeah.
That's me.
So,
But look at that smile. Look at the smile on Sloth's face as he's doing it. You know what I mean? He's like kind of proud of it. He's a non-conformist, but he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just like you as well, really, I suppose. That's kind of a bit you, innit? Yeah. That's like a.
That's me walking into the canteen and everyone's looking at me like a dickhead. And I'm like, I'm just going to pour myself a glass. I'm just going to pour myself a glass of water here and just eat me fucking salmon and potatoes if you don't mind. You know what I mean?
With your long arms. So,
Literally, I walk into the canteen like that.
7.3.
Okay, next meme. That's it!
That's it.
Fucking change me, mate.
I thought I had one missing then.
Right, man.
Some I didn't get, and some I did.
Age.
But that's kind of.
It's okay.
You say age, I think it's more to do with intellectuality.
I don't think that's even a word. So you fucked yourself in the arse there.
Yeah, I know.
That's where we're going to end this podcast, man.
Okay, we'll end there. We'll end there. Thank you. And you're up there.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm on that camera.
No, we are.
It seems.
Both of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good night.
Yeah. No. doesn't end like that.
Oh.
And to me,
That was not me, Reese. That was not me.
that's a good ending, to be fair.